What is up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times. We got a weekly race video for y'all. We're on the 5-foot drag this time around with that wonky finish line. So I'll tell you if the finish line does not display the correct winner. And this is our third tournament race so far this month that we're going to do. So we're going to get into it here with our array of realistic cars right here. 12 finalists and only one winner. And of course, going to have the previous tournament's winner also compete in this race. So, without further ado, it's time to get this weekly race going and kick things off with our first round. So let's get it on. Round one, and we're starting off with a rematch of last week's weekly race video on the 4-lane elimination. And by the way, yes, that let's get it on. I got that from the MXC show because I used to watch that a lot. And still could because it's on Tubi, I believe, and elsewhere. But enough about the shows. It's time for this race. Let's get it on. And the Kenworth Big Rig is going to take its rightful place as a winner. All right, next race. And by the way, if you remember my speech from my JK's unboxing video that I did, here's the Viper GTS that came from the H case, as you see. And I told y'all this is not a new casting at all, because I've seen this before. It's just remodeled and now made for the new mainline series, so the modeling is new. But remember this? I do. This is the new Viper GTS, the original one, and of course it's a lot bigger, and plus there's a screwdriver thing, so it was actually part of a special set. But as you see right here, Dodge Viper GTS. Copyright 1997. So, yep, it is back again. But, yeah, it is a new for 2025 car, but a new model of the Viper. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get to racing. The 96 Viper GTS is going to move on. All right, next race. And your winner of that race is the 2009 Ford F-150. All right, we got a designer's challenge battle for this race. And your winner of that race is the Lotus Concept, beating out the GM Chevrolet. All right, we got some big boys in this next heat. False start. The 75 Chevy Blazer has won this race. Well, your winner goes to a Mustang, but not the one you think. It's the Mustang Dark Horse getting the win. All right, the finish line did not display the right winner. It actually goes to the Cadillac LMP. It was not the Blown 58 Corvette. All right, next race. Oh, that was a great race. And it goes to the K100 Aerodyne, otherwise known as Thunder Roller. All right, next race. Mazda Furai gets the win. All right, next race. It was a straight battle. We're going to go with the finish line on this one. And it's going to be the Ford GT LM Race Car Spec 2. Second to the last race. All right, so the finish line once again displayed the wrong winner. It actually goes to the Jaguar Mark 1. It was not the Mazda MX-5 Miata. And our final race. Time to see who'll move on to the next round. Oh, that was a good one, and we're going to go with the finish line on this one. It has it as the SF90 Stradale winning it. Although I did see the Viper come down, this finish line did not do anything wonky this time. But the finish line pointed towards the SF90, so we might as well give it to him. I've not driven this car in Forza Motorsport yet. I will pretty soon. And I think I might have driven it on Horizon 5 already. So, yeah. It's nothing special. It's just a Ferrari, obviously. Driving it, but, you know, is what it is. So, round 1 in the books. Time for round 2 to begin right about now. All right, y'all, round number 2. Let's get into it. Well, that Viper was getting close, and the finish line gave out the wrong winner because the big rig obviously won that. (2009) Ford F-150 gets the win here. All right, next race. The Blazer blazes on by to move on to the next round. Here he is. All right, y'all, next race. Cadillac LMP destroys the Thunder Roller with that one. Second to the last race. Ford GT LM Race Car Spec 2 defeats out the Furai. All right, final race. Time to see who'll move on to the third round. Oh, that comeback that Ferrari got on him. You would have thought it would have gone to the Mark 1 Jag, but the SF90 got a great comeback and just stole that one away from him. All right, so here we go. Here's your matchups for round 3. So here you go. Round 2 is done. Round 3 begins right now. All right, round 3 to begin as I'm listening to The Price is Right in the background with Bob Barker. The late, great Bob Barker. Rest in peace to him. Yes, I'm a Barker kid. That's when I was watching The Price is Right back then. And some of these on YouTube I might remember from. Anyways, here's your first race of the third round. So let's get into it. I know some of y'all have been watching as a Drew Carey kid. Or, well, I know some of y'all who are watching this are sitting there thinking, I watched it when Drew Carey was around. Or some of y'all are the old school ones. Let me know in the comments, are you a Barker kid or are you a Drew Carey kid when it comes to The Price is Right? Anyways, while I was talking about that and reminiscing a little bit, you missed that the 2009 Ford F-150 put an ass whooping on the Kenworth Big Rig. So there you go. All right, second race. Chevy Blazer. All right, final race. You already know what the deal is. Let's see who wins it. That Ford GT was keeping up with the Ferrari right in the middle of the track, but the SF90 Stradale was like, it's my time to win. So he done it. So here are your three. Your final three, actually. I had to rearrange these. F-150, Blazer, and SF90. I don't know how we're going to do this, but let's see. I'll figure it out when the finals come along. All right, final round here. By the way, I'm having something called Spindrift Sparkling Water. For those who know that I took one, I'm not a fan of it. So this will be my last time drinking it. Anyways, so we have this 2009 Ford F-150, and there's 3 cars left. So here's what I'm going to do. The final 2 cars that won the race are going to race against each other, whilst the first winner is going to race against a random car that lost. I randomly chose the F50 Ferrari. So with that in mind, it's time to get this race going. And the Ferrari F50, who got a second chance, didn't disappoint much, but the F-150 is going to win. All right, one person's going to move on to the one-on-one race, and one's going to get the bronze. SF90 Stradale wins, which means the Blazer gets the bronze medal. So here's the SF90. And here's the matchup. 2009 Ford F-150 versus the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. One car is going to win, one car is going to lose. Let's get these on the track, and let's see who will come out on top. All right, y'all, here we go. Next, well, not next race, but this is the race to decide this tournament race thing. Who's going to win it? SF90 Stradale or the F-150? The SF90 is battling back, but it goes to the F-150. Time to switch them around to see what happens next. All right, either the F-150 is going to win this one, or we're going to get a split race. Oh, he handily won that one. He handily won this race right here, beating out the SF90 Stradale. As we wrap it up for this weekly race video on the 5-foot drag. So that's it. That's it for this weekly race video. Thanks to all the cars that race on this one. And we're going to bring out yet another Raceway to see all of them get at it once more. So, yeah, that'll do it here for today's Hot Wheels Weekly Race video. See you at the next one. Hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're brand new watching. Be sure to subscribe. And also, don't forget, turn on that notification bell as well. It's your boy Chris Cage, and I'm coming at you 2 times. And we're going to see you at the next video.